Mathod ang mawikit iditong namin sa in English, good morning. Good morning to all. We are live here at the Capitol Atrium for the first or second edition of the Kapihan sa Ifugao, powered by the Philippine Information Agency. I'm Marcelo Ligabon of PIA Ifugao at kasama ko din ngayon si Miss Janine Dawong na galing sa DWPH 105 Lamot FM. Good morning, kasamang Janine.
Harayan, isang malusog, masagana at malapad. Mapalad, umaga sa ating lahat. At ayan, for today, I will be Sir Mars, co-anchor for this kapihan. Pero bago magsimula, kasamang Marcelo, pwede ba liwanagan mo ang ating mga viewers yan, at ang ating mga kasama kung ano nga ba ang kapihan?
Okay, so this kapihan is a venue for the different government agencies to sell out their programs or promote their programs and services to the people. Because we believe, kasamang Janine, that providing the relevant, timely and accurate information will enhance the participation of the public in any democratic processes.
So today's kapihan is in partnership with the Provincial Local Government Unit through the Provincial Health Office in support to the Nutrition Month celebration. Tatangabulan kakabsat iti celebrate kayo iti Nutrition Month. Bayan nyo pa yung najibaak month and our guests will talk about nutrition, their programs and services on nutrition, including the nutritional status of the province of Ifugao, Municipality of Lamot, and Barangay Poblacion East.
Okay, so to include also the municipality of Sipulo, yun ang karagdagang guesto natin ngayon. So before we introduce our guests and participants for today's kapihan, we would like to thank the provincial government for allowing us to use this place. Beautiful place. Sa Kandunayan, meron tayong native house na background to add ingenuity or value to our event today, the Kapihan sa Ifugao.
Alright, we will acknowledge first, the presence of some members of the Provincial Nutrition Council. Ayan, nasa likod po sila. Sa ating mga viewers, and the technical working group and also staff of the Radyo Kiputan. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat.
Ayun, so tignan mo yung mga PNC members na ka-green.
Verde.
So, sabihin nila, are you healthy? So yun ang isang katanungan sa atin. Are we healthy? Are we practicing the healthy lifestyle? So yun ang alamin natin mamaya. Okay, so una dito sa ating panelist, ang ating provincial health officer, si Dr. Priscilla Pagada. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Sir Mars. Good morning, Madam. And good morning to our guests. We have Sir Jimmy, our outstanding PNS, and Kapitan, of course, Natilamo, and Sir Ray. Thank you. And of course, our PNC members and all of our viewers here at the Provincial Capitol. Yeah, thank you, Sir Mars, for this opportunity. Good morning, Ifugao. Ikuta ko ang munawlawan natin hindi umatan nutrition tapos dito. Thank you, Sir Mars.
Okay, so yan po ang ating butihing Provincial Health Officer. So next ay ang siyempre, hindi rin patatalo ang Municipal Nutrition Action Officer of Lamot Municipality. Good morning, Sir Jimmy.
Asip mo yata si Alam lang. Nagkape ni Sir that time. Ni Sir Jimmy. Ayan. Hello, Sir. Good morning.
Yes, good morning po sa lahat. And magandang umaga. Yeah, thank you.
Ayun. So, short, brief, and concise ang greetings ni Sir Jimmy. So, pero mamaya, sigurado marami siyang sasabihin tungkol sa nutritional status ng Sipulo and siyempre, yung mga best practices nila sa kanilang munisipyo.
And of course, the municipal status naman ng nutrition sa Municipality of Lamput. We have here Mr. Reynaldo Nalio, our Municipal Nutrition Action Officer. Good morning, sir.
Ay, so magandang umaga po sa ating lahat, to our viewers. Yan, live na live po tayo dito sa Provincial Capitol. So, mamaya, may discuss namin kung ano ba ang mga best practices or ano ba yung mga pinagkagawa ng munisipyo ng Lamput for nutrition programs and services. Thank you for having me. I have here our BNS, outstanding BNS for Lamput from Barangay Pugol.
Alright, and now, dunggan tayo naman kapipintasan nga boses, dagtoy kapitana, ayan, barangay captain, Poblacion Lamput Ligaw. We acknowledge the presence of Ma'am, Imelda Cabagdan. Good morning.
So, good morning to all of us. It's a pleasure to be with you in this provincial office. So, makinig kayo mamaya. I will be promoting something.
Oh, yun. So, suspense, secret. Mamaya mag-promote sila ng napaka-important ng parte ng ating nutrition.
And alright, akas kung nagaluta tayo ni Sir Naldo Nalio, isa naman iti best barangay implementor iti Municipality of Lamput and outstanding BNS ni Madam Donna Milip Bongilip. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Kaya kadagiti aming viewers tayo. Good morning sa atin lahat.
Okay, so thank you, ma'am, also for coming or for joining this kapihan sa Ifugao. So talagang specialty nila ang nutrition from the provincial health officer to the down to the barangay nutrition scholar of Lamput, particularly barangay Pugol. So ayun, umpisa na natin ang ating discussion kasamang Janine para naman po makarami tayo kung ano po yung mga dapat nating alamin o malaman ngayong oras para sa ating siyempre, alaman, then we'll support the programs and services of the PLGU, the municipalities, and including also the barangay. So, to give us an overview about the Nutrition Month celebration, why we are celebrating, at ano po ang, sabi natin, importance to us as individuals. So, we have here our provincial health officer to discuss this topic.
Thank you, Sir Mars. July is declared as the Nutrition Month every year due to the Presidential Decree 491 in 1974. So this year marks the 50th Nutrition Month. This was declared by then the President Ferdinand E. Marcos Sr. So, kaya't na nasa ON iti Nutrition Month. This is the venue to advocate the importance of nutrition. So, the theme for this year, kunana dito, through the Philippine Plan of Nutrition, let's collaborate for nutrition security for all. And in Tagalog ko na ito, sa PPAN is Philippine Plan Action on Nutrition. Sama-sama para sa nutrisyon sapat sa lahat. So, this venue is a good site. Ilawlawag nuan niya ti importance ti PPAN, the Philippine Plan of Action on Nutrition. This is a blueprint on the nutrition programs in the Philippines. And dito'y mai-align iti local nutrition action plan tayo dito in LGUs. And this is a collaboration of all sectors to join together for the nutrition of all in the Philippines and of course in our localities. So, according to the OST and NRI, Food and Nutrition Research Institute, no? Ano pa lang iti malnourished iti Philippines and also in our locality. So, accordingly, 3% of children under age of 5 are overweight. So, this is the whole Philippines. And 26.7% of children are stunted. So, below 5 years old, dagitoy iti malnourished children tayo. And 16.8% are underweight. And 5.5% are wasted. So, if we compare to Ifugao, no? So, in Ifugao also, we have overweight and obese children below 5 years old of 1.68%. So, at that iti 288 na overweight and obese children tayo. And so, with our stunted, so we have 4.0% stunted. So, about 699 children in Ifugao are stunted. Meaning to say, their height is below yung age nila. And for our severely wasted or underweight, we have 0.44%. So about 75 na the wasted tayo to Ifugao. And in Ifugao, we have percentages below 5%. And this 5% is below the national standards. And our stunted and our stunted is below 10%. So that's why we pass our seal of local governance dito sa province. Kasi we are below the national. So, at least, hantayin mo na kung kulelet ti Ifugao. So, yun, Sir Mars, ang mga ano natin. And, it means to say na, nung adating malnourished tayo, this will lead to increased risk of children in getting infections. And they have impaired immune system, iso nga karasakit na. And one thing more, delayed mental development. So, ang capability in school also is low. So, ito ang mga disadvantages of having malnourished children in our localities. Yun, sir. Thank you very much.
Yun. So, talaga na according to the presentation of our Provincial Health Officer, talagang meron po tayong mga cases ng malnutrition dito sa ating province. But it's good to note na sabi na pumasa yung or yung PIPAN ay meron po tayong mga nagawa. So yun ang alamin natin mamaya kung ano yung mga programs and services ng ating mga different agencies to help address this malnutrition in our province, including also the municipalities and barangays. Okay, so yan po ang nutritional status ng province. So we will also talk about the municipalities. We have here the Municipal Nutrition Officer of Lamut to update or give us some updates regarding also the nutritional status of the municipality. Ang ibabagada nga kunana nga umuna tinamot. So kita tayo talagang handang umuna in terms of malnutrition. But umuna that in terms of implementing nutrition programs.
Okay, so thank you, Sir March. Okay, so as to OPT Plus consolidation for the last semester 2023, as of March 15, 2024 report, we have OPT coverage for Lamut 84.8%. So it means pasado kami sa required na percentage for the OPT coverage. And for the 0 to 59 months, we have a total number of children, 188 malnourished. That's composed of overweight, underweight, wasted, stunted. Okay, so for the underweight, we have 41 children. Severely underweight, 24. Stunted, 113. And severely stunted, we have 24. And for the moderately wasted, we have 6. And severely wasted, thanks God, we have 0. So, parang nabawasan na kami. Ito yung parang isang malaking achievement sa amin na wala na kami severely wasted. Because of our programs, activities we conducted last year. So, for the obese, ito naman, medyo nasobrahan yata, mga malulusok ang mga bata ng Tagalabot. We have 52 overweight and obese children sa Lamot. So, yun yung isang challenge sa amin. Kung ang underweight, madali lang actually manage, food intake, medical condition, yun naman i-take mo. Yung obese or overweight, yung medyo challenging ang gagawin. Kasi ang hirap namang dietin yung bata. At hirap namang pagbawalin, pakainin yung bata. So yun yung mga challenges. No? Siguro i-discuss ng aming BNS mamaya. Kasi sila yung gumagawa. Nasa laylayan sila yung mga implementer ng mga programs. Kasi sa kanila din naman daw kumukuha ng tawag dito, reports. So it's good, we have here our BNS. Sana sabi ko kay Sir Jim, sinama yung kanyang BNS. Para at least dalawa sila para makita natin baka may ibang ginagawa din ang munisipyo ng Asipulo. So for that, that's the nutrition status ng Lamot as of March 15, 2020 for report. Thank you.
Alright, thank you Mr. Reynaldo Nadeo. Kasi nga nagkaroon na 52 DJ datos iti overweight no being iti lamot and that is a challenge of course ng municipality of Lamot. Kung saan mo tayo matulungan dagiti mo being. Ayan. And now let's move forward to the Municipal Nutrition Action Officer of the Municipality of Asipulo, Mr. Jimmy. Yeah, good morning sir.
Yes, for Asipulo, masyadong mataas po yung DOH projected population for preschool children in regards to OBT plus, no? So we only garnered 81%, no, out of the projected population of the DOH. But then still we still have to manage it. We provide services to our preschool children, initiatives, no? So with our data, so for our underweight and severely underweight, we have 11. So this is the updated data for that 0.75%. While for stunted and severely stunted, we have 15. And we have 1.02%. Then for wasted and severely wasted, we have 2. That is 0.14%. And for overweight and obesity, we have 2. That is 0.14% too. So we have wasted and severely wasted because we have some preschool children who have medical problem, not on their food but on their medical problem. So same as with the other cases for underweight, we only have medical problems with the preschool children. So we have to refer them to the higher facilities for some interventions. So ito yung ginagawa namin. So later we'll be discussing ano pa yung mga initiatives namin on how to address this malnutrition problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. For the information of everybody, Sir Jimmy is the President of the MNAOs or Municipal Nutrition Action Officers dito sa ating province. And also the regional winner, Best MNAO sa Cordillera. And siyempre, pumunta rin siya sa national. So, achiever si Sir Jimmy. So, yun ang isang katunayan na sa record ng Asipulo ay maganda na rin ang record nila. So, due to the collaborative efforts of the MNAO and of course, the local government unit. Ayun. So, yun ang status po ng per area, province, and then of course the municipality. So alamin din natin ang nutritional status ng barangay Pugon. So kasano nga ta ti nutritional status ti barangay Pugon ta mayat mo ti presentation ni Sir Ray. So sapela kumata mas may met ijay met. So We have here the BNS of BNS doon na may mangilit to update us regarding the nutritional status of Barangay Pugon.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, iji barangay ni matkat ada iti 11 malnourished children, 2 iti overweight and obese, and then 6 iti stunted, then may underweight na 3. So, tingkas kami iti to address the cases iti malnutrition. Di last year kami kat ada iti nagnormal as to nutritional status hang nga iti kapot na nag-graduate iti age na. So, ada iting ipagraduate mi nga nagnormal iti nutritional status na nga ubing. Because iti pa nag-address iti malnutrition gamin iti barangay kat unaan kat di from the mother. We conduct IEC during the prenatal, during immunization. We are promoting the EO51, yung mga RA 11037, RA 11148, 111 tapos 128. So, malpas di ay from EJ buntis ti mother manen, isuti trabaho mi, sursurutan mi, no naganak manen, apan mi manibisitaan isuda to mangi kandak iti mangi promote iti EO51 nga dapat nga ikat haan ngay nga agusar iti dagiti infant formulas na milk no dikat pure breast milk tap na iti kasta from 0 to 6 months na ikat ma-address ang diay maiwasan diay malnutrition tadjay 0 to 6 months mat kat hana nga kailangan dagiti dumapay nga nutrients no dikat kaya nga supportaran diay nutrients nga needed ni baby. So, nung nalpas na diay 0 to 6 months, we are promoting again the complementary feeding nga diay di ag fall nga ada iti initiative mi nga no agibaga kadagiti mabalin ken dagiti resource generation nga aramid mi tapno iti kasta mapunduan tamutay met nga iti budget iti barangay nga ket basit unay. So ada iti daduma nga sinulisit mi nga mabalin nga tumulong pang supplementary feeding mi kadagiti 6 to 23 months kasi agrugi damot idjay dagiti agbalin nga malnourished na children tayo. So from 6 to 23 months tinarget mi isuda nga i-feeding inga na ijay maabot mi jay kaya mi nga supplyan kanyada kasi ijay gamin evaluation may dapat 120 days and above. So demot timay sa nga tinarget ko idi nagbali na ka BNS. So ijay mot kadagiti malnourished talaga matinututukan mi manen ta awan ti mabalin. No agpaayab kami numan narigat nga agpaayab kadakwada ijay barangay hall, but we are making ways nga ipasundo isuda tapno lang handang problemaanan iti luganda nga umay ijay barangay hall to conduct yung mga pabasa sa nutrition, yung mga supplementary feeding sa kanila. So nakatulong mo dahil ito'y iti province, yung Carinderia feeding. Doon nagrigat iti trabaho na talagang hamo nga mayaban isuda, may nga imay sa di ayat mo't, di ayat iti volunteers, di ay tinakita nga sakripisyo talaga. Agbalin nga volunteer worker iti barangay, ay sakripisyo di oras mo nga mang taripato kadagiti ubing nga naka-under kanyam. So di ay iti nakita nga improvement. So agyaman na adamot iti napa-improve mi ket nalagan iti rikna ken ada iti mabalimot nga may istorya nga ay iti nagtugaw kami ket kastoy adamot iti nakita mi nga improvement iti nutrition iti barangay. So diyan answer.
Okay, so thank you Mama Jonas. So talaga nga may isang BNS ket sakripisyo tayo so tingka pagada ijay grassroots nga gasong tapan mo mangbalot dagita kinilkilo monitor mo no at tinaga-improve na kin na dadto mabay so sana all sa barangay Pugon pasundo-sundo sila sa mga mothers na attend ng pabasa sa nutrition. So yun talaga ang initiative ng isang BNS, of course in collaboration to the barangay local government unit para naman maging masaya ang lahat sa barangay. So dahil nga nabanggit ni Ma'am Donna yung ginagawa nila na programs na services sa barangay. So in line with that, ay nandito rin ang ating barangay, punong barangay ng Poblacion East to update us regarding the promotion of yung sabi natin na iodine or iodized salt. Yun, parang healthy na ako iodine, iba yung iodine ba? So kasi sa mga ibang municipalities, problema nila yung saan sila kuha or magpa-test ng iodized salt. So we have here punong barangay Imelda Kawaktan to update us also in relation to the implementation of iodization or iodized salt sa Poblacion East.
So thank you, Sir Mars. I just give a pahapyaw na regarding the nutritional status of my barangay. So far, yung Poblacion East, gaputao muna iti barangay ko, ijay Poblacion East, iti aming nga banag, kaanan, lahat-lahat, muna lagtatiis. As the barangay chairman of my barangay, one of the most important committees na laging I strictly monitor is on health. So I have here my former BNS ni now barangay Kagawad. Naging outstanding din. Oo. And then we went to Baguio, nag-second runner-up yata siya doon. As the chairman of my barangay, stress talaga ako if there are reported cases of malnourished children in my barangay. I usually, immediately, I instruct my BNS and our BHW to give immediate interventions and yung mga activities just to improve whatever nga inya problema mi. So ni Maribel, many times when she was once my BNS, kanayon ko mapagsangit. Kasi I hate talaga pag marami akong naririnig na mga malnourished. Kasi kanya, the reason there is, kas ano ngay, nung puro sakit iti constituents mo, you could not go on with your plans, your actions, nuhan nga healthy iti barangay mo. So like what I've said, Poblacion is umuna amin ti amin nga bagay. So I have here a special program in support to the activities of health. So thank you. May I take this opportunity to thank our governor. Since last year, he was one of those who supported us. Di pa nag-benchmark mi piman in Infanta, Quezon, a very far place. Nagadayo, but still we went there. It's because ijay mi nga nakita iti may isa nga kadatakelan nga planta iti so we invited a speaker from Quezon. Inanusan namin piman nga ima ijay lamot to the help of the support also from the DOST. Isuda amin piman, and of course our now here and our municipal mayor, isuda piman iti nang pagpapigsa kanya mita mo yung iti barangay basit lang ti pondo. So inyan alay mi pinapapuskol ko ti rupak imayak nagsulisit. So di ay talaga grabe ti pasalamat ko kini ako governor. So dajay we were able to source out no inya pangalan ni iti asin. Nagadayo, it took us almost 9 or 10 hours to travel from Poblacion East to that barangay. So we scheduled a training for this iodization salt. So we we had two speakers from Infanta and of course from our DOST. Ketika na yung nga ibagabaga, you please discourage our constituents to buy that yung DJ nga nagpino, sir, nga made from China. Yung very fine soap. So, they instructed us to discourage our constituents nga dagdagijay nga asin kan gamin ket imported magapu China. So kunada we have to push through with this salt iodization soap. So idikit kita dagijay ni kasapulan, sir. My gosh, kuna dakkel unay ti masapul nga kantidad. That salt tester alone, I think 60,000 yata yan, sir. O yung salt. So we have that salt tester. We have that salt machine iodizer. And before the salt tester, adungay nga reagents, iodine, and chemicals to be combined to those other reagents for us to come up with a good testing of our salt. So ang sabi ng mga speakers, no in-test mo ano dajay, that should result from 35 above. So there was one time when we had that salt tester, sir. We went to the market. Napan nag-test na kagawad and our DOST. My gosh, zero. So means to say, ado tilumlumsot nga asin tayo ito'y nga awanti iodine na. In short, considered as rock salt. Apay baka tayo pa ag-asin tayo di kasjay. Tapos bayat daytoy panagpaspasyar ko ta I'm from Banawe and from Kiangan and my roots also from Hunduan. Makikita ko na may old folks. At dadapay lang dagito old folks ko ngay nga kwan iti goiter. When talaga nga as in nga makita nga datakon daytoy kastika ngay. So tilis nga inaramid ko uray no kasjay nga dagita nga goiter dan hingkarkarigata uray no produkto tiis di matangak ti kinarton nga asin isu ti distribute ko kadagijay lola and lolo pa in-explain ko to introduce to them the importance of an iodized soap. So I will show you iti may isang product ni, this is already 1 kilo. So ibagayo nga medyo it costs 40 pesos per kilo. So yung 1/2 niya is 20 pesos. So pag wholesale seller 35 yata sa stores yung mga akong kumpra 35 pesos, sir. So during the launching of our asin in Lamot, that was during our fiesta in Librit, iti asin pagtestingan yung siyempre kapag tayo mayak ito'y lagawin ilako. Ilakot na ito'y siguro mabalin nga medyo bawasan tayo ti presyo na and isuwano na ito'y nga I really came here for then I kuwak na ito'y invitation pa i-promote ko i-promote ko na ito'y because what we are doing now in our municipality to survey lahat ng barangays may makikipagmuwa sa poblasyon is we do have our folder here, so per barangay, they should and they must get asin from us. Yes, because we have that, so ano rin, the ordinance, the asin law. So amoy tayo midnight, it's a national law, and we already adopted that in our municipality. In fact, our board member, Joseph Guyguyon, was asking a copy of our barangay ordinance. Nalipatak manen, sir. So tomorrow, I will be sending it. So talagang we have to implement that ordinance in our barangay. And ni Sir Ray Peman, isupiman ti na ni quantity. Wa ay meeting di nadang BNS on hiyapeman di na iduti-duti. So I think ilang barangays na lang ang hindi nag-avail sa amin. So kapunta maka-avail iti datu mga barangays, adak mo ito'y nga promote through the help also of Doctora and the rest of our Provincial Nutrition Council. Help us promote our salt. So the salt is named after me, yung aka ko, Facunda iodized salt. So, ag-research kayo, inya meaning na jay Facunda. I think yung Facunda yata, tsakmat lang mang answer, may sakano nga bakit nga nalaing nga, gibaon nga naunod. Dahil takano tiko na. So, I do hope after this we have salt there in Ruar. Kat mabalin nga ilakumi, medyo ibabami lang siguro basit iti presyo ta, ramanan nyo. Adayo apo, nga naimimas datoy nga iodized salt mi, kesa ijay magatgatan tayo ti Ruar. We are not even sure if those salt nga we are buying outside kat talaga nga iodized. Ngam siya, we have tested our product. I'm inviting everyone, umay kayo isay tourism, no kayat yung ag-demo kami how to come up with this iodization program in support of the activities of our Nutrition Month, Karkaro ito'y probinsya. Kat Sir Asipuno, sapay kuma, tahang kamatan ag-abay tiso machine, tata kami latan. Meron ba? Ay, tester sa inyo. Mahal talaga yung test, yung salt tester. So, hindi nga nakaya iso nga impact meeting DOST. This is all, katsapay gumatang kayo madamdama. Salamat.
At ayan, dagdag man niya damag kapitana, kasi ano ngayon, dadagay kahit na mag-avail, iti na ito'y nasa iodized salt, ay nati pangalaan daw, ito pagkatangan da.
So, inset me, ijay tourism building me, the booth of population is because it is there where we stock our products and it is there where the machine is there, the tester is there, kasi we always want to make it sure na 100% na yung asin po na galing sa amin is 100% nga iodized. So we have the tourism building, adamit DJ poblasyon is kunana, or you could get our number later. You could also come at the poblasyon is barangay hall, adala tamot din naka-stock ijay. Pero the main bulk of it is sa tourism.
Okay, so maraming salamat punong barangay Kawagdan. So talaga nga umuna ti poblasyon is ijay. Lamot ngem dito ilagami is where the money is, poblasyon is. So sa maligaya mo ijay. So ikwata nga lang yung damagin tani kapitana. Kasano nga ta mamno dati munisipyo nga awan nga iti salt tester da kata nga pates iti hayo din ijay ayan yo kita man nga tati Vina. Ta siyempre napan kami round ay tati problema ti maysa nga dakada kita most of the municipalities don't have yung tester po, salt tester.
Gaming DJ salt tester, sir, talagang yung mga reagents and the reagents and the chemicals na ma-mix kat medyo nangina. Of course, we are always very much willing to go to the munisipyo nga mangitest dajay. Siyempre, at training na ngayon namin, sir, DJ. Adi ngayon narnargom and may time duration yung expiration ng reagents. Oo, yung pag minix mo na, sir, pag once kasi na minix mo na yun, diretso na yun, sir, na you are now testing all the salt nga nakakabil. Hamit mabalin, sir, nga ipabigat mo, masapol nga minsanan lang yun. So, no atati ng munisipyo, mabalin lata, mo may kami nga tumulong. Basta gumatang kayo.
Okay, so at additional ni Sir, tapos itakay namin din ano yan nagiti programs and services ijay on nutrition programs ijay municipality ti Lamot. Siyempre narugyan ni BNS tapos ni Punong Barangay, so nagyunan ni Sir.
Okay, so thank you, Sir Mars. Actually, when I became the designated M now, may isa nga talaga nga ipabudget ko is the rester. Knowing na we have Asipulo and Alista para makadeliver niya na. So nung nalaman ko na may initiative ang barangay population is basic health sa DOST, parang sabi ko, wait lang, i-stop mo na yan, supportahan mo natin sila kung yung kailangan nila, sige. So during the procurement, I think it's 800 yata, pinay-budget iti munisipyo for yun na itulong nila iti the purchase of the machine. Na talaga nga nag-gina, it's I think 1.something billion lahat-lahat yung mga nagastos doon. So, yung tanong kanina, sir, na magpapatest ang mga huwag na magpatest, pili na lang, para sure na yun. Kasi mag-effort kasi nila kukuha ng mga sa mga establishment nila, pili na lang para sure. So, yun yung promotion namin for the iodized salt. So, thank you at meron kami isang kapitan ng Faculta. Noon nga, kasi isa ako noon nung sa demonstration, nandun ako, nakikiwarakpay, kaya kinatawa kami lang. So parang ang saya lang na we are doing something important na may kabuluhan, pero ang saya-saya lang. So nung nag-produce nila ng ganyan, sabi ko at least makita, pamakitaan. So I suggested nga yung may dyan ti Co-op, DG Canteen, LGU Canteen, kaagila ko na ito, isutikap kami din me. So we encourage also our employees, especially the MNC members, to purchase yung iodized kasi asino nga yung timang suporta nung matingasin tayo nagla. Okay, so thank you once again, Barangay Kapitana, talaga nga isakti ng suggest mo may katito tapno at least si Kati mismo nga mang-invite mang-inform iti constituents tayo para iti probinsya tayo na Ifugao nga we have production of iodized salt sa Ifugao and located at Poblacion is yung production dun sa tourism village sa may dating quarantine facilities namin na booth ng Poblacion is. For the nutrition program and services ng Lamot, ang pinaka-isa kasi unang maganda na nakita ko nung nandun na napasalin ako sa nutrition office is at least establish na yung pondo ng MNOW. Wala nga lang permanent na staff. So, establish na yung pondo. We have this programs. May mga pondo-pondo na yung mga yun. We have the supplementary feeding. Budget for supplementary feeding. Nag-start ng 130,000. Ngayon, it's 180. We have also our provision of micronutrients. Provision of micronutrients supplementation. Nag-purchase kami iti dagijay vitamins, na isa may iti malnourished children me, and other activities, nutrition education, and then nutrition advocacy. Fixed na kasi yun. So, ngayon, we are happy to inform everyone that Lamot has already hired a nutrition officer. One, isu iti effective May 6, iti appointment na. So, at least nailaban natin yan sa local finance kasi ang hirap mag-lobby ng creation of position. It's good na at least ako yung HR, so parang plus factor na lang yun para medyo mapadali yung sa creation. Kasi I know na napakahalaga ng nutrition sa munisipyo. So kung nakitipin masok ang KTMNC, kung nakadagay barangay during our evaluation and monitoring, kung nakadagay officials, nakadagay BNC members, kung awan silbi na nakikita sa kidalan yung puro malno-estimate na. Uray nyo nakatutok kayo di infra, farm to market road, nalagitapin lang at kakailan yung agkukutir. Awan iti pigsata, malimit lang na ma-appreciate. So, yun yung isa na tinutukan namin nung nandun na ako sa nutrition. And then, second is we institutionalize the celebration of the Nutrition Month nga dapat it's a month-long celebration. So, kick-off ay hanging of tarpaulins. So, last Monday, we conducted the hanging of tarpaulins. Tuesday, July 2, we had our fun walk through Walk for a Cause. So, nagbenta kami ng ticket. So, yung proceeds nun, yun yung gagamitin namin sa initiative ng MNC. And nagkaroon ng Zumba. So, may surprise may mga donations kami from private and CSO, our stakeholders, so that nag-provide for the prizes. Kasi it's nutrition, so may sakilong avocado, 1-3 eggs, mga ganun lang, pagas. So, yun yung gusto namin iparamdam na nutrition, kailangan mga nutritious food. And then we started already our Biggest Loser. So as of today, we have I think 40 plus na nakiparticipate sa Biggest Loser. Nakipartner kami sa MHO kasi at least si Doktora alam mo yung mga BMI ng mga empleyado. So sad to say, halos lahat ng I think umabot pa ng 70% ng empleyado yata is malnourished sa lalo. And guilty ako kasi obese one daw. So yun. So at least, hopefully, dadami pa ang sasali sa kasi we open it sa lahat ng lamutin yan. So I think we had 5 from yung mga private identities na nakisali. And karamihan is empleyado and then sa PNP and BFP. So, and July 24 will be our culmination day. So, ang lang namin doon, ang activity namin doon is we will be having advocacy parade. Budgeted yun talaga yun kasi yung gusto ng mga hindi may isa nga nakita activity, nagiti BNCs. Ikang price ang isuda, tikwat na, tagla at akanot gamitin ta. Kasi, previous, ang nangyayari, through project, ikunak 10,000 lang data, kaya project na pa lang. So, parang, wala na. Iso nga kunaktatpan, at least kas nga maalagan, tapno isudan ti bahala nga manggamit, ijay at PPAs da, ijay barangay da. So, awardees da, dagito'y talaga consistent ang progression is sa mga pa-contest ng nutrition. And we'll be having a short program. We invited our President, Sir Jimmy, thank you for the positive response sa aming invitation sa aming guest speaker. And other activities for the Nutrition Month, we coordinated with the MDRRMO or specifically MDRRMC kasi it's a National Resiliency Month ngayong July. So yung mga activities ng mga MDRRMC, iaangkla namin, kaya nga tatlo lang yung mga main activities namin for Nutrition Month. Yung iba, partnership, and then nakipartner din kami sa DepEd for their Brigada Eskwela. So, next week or sa 19 yata. So, lahat kami MNC members will be joining their parang kick-off or opening for the Brigada. And then other activities like, yun, we scheduled program sa our FM station. So, siguro we'll be having a nutrition hour para naman may silbi. Kasi napapansin ko, ang abot ng aming radio station hanggang sa Kayapa. So, dito yata sa mataas yung malakas yung signal namin. So, parang mas maganda pala na gamitin na natin ito. Kahit meron na kaming kasi ang advertisement ng radio namin is talagang nutrition halos lahat. So, yun yung consistent na pinapasingit na parang stinger ng radio namin yung mga nutrition. So, kung gusto nyo, meron kami mga recorded na nutrition advertisement, pwede namin i-share sa Pilpodan. Para at least yun kasi is Tagalog. So, nalaka nga maawatan. It's just, hindi pa abot naman ng 1 minute. Mabilisan lang yun. Okay, so, yun. for the Nutrition Month. And other programs and services ng Lamot, una, yung best practice talaga na in-implement namin is giving incentive or simple tokens to our BNS and PNAW. For the information of everyone, we have 5 PNAWs aside from BNS in barangay. So, during meeting, sinutiho muna, may kang simple token. Either from me, or nagiging may titibit lang iti province, o dapat ka naka-seminar, isuti pa price ko. Kasi napansin ko na parang, kahit simpleng mga gestures lang, dun sila na, parang nabibigyan sila ng halaga. And kung sino yung first na mag-submit ng BNAP, and then kung sino yung, ang binigay ko na medyo flash drive, and then supplies, kit, is nakakompleto, iti-documents na. So, ganun, yung inuna ko yung BNS kasi alam ko na sila kasi yung nagtatrabaho sa barangay. And then after that, orientation sa mga BNC. Ang sa amin is at least we have our staff, and then other active members, we have our market supervisor, na tumultulong ngayon pang nag-orient. In-member miso na kitisunod may isang timulong. And ano pa ba? Ayun lang. Ang sa amin, pag sinabi kasi nutrition at saka pag sinabi health, kailangan maganda rin yung partnership natin sa Municipal Health Office. So, ayun yung isa na nakita ko na medyo kulang ang Lamot noon. So, I see to it na magkaangkla. Kasi almost lahat ng documents kailangan ng health. So, kailangan maganda yung partnership ng health saka sa nutrition. Ang sa amin kasi is, ang nutrition office is under the office of the municipal mayor. Kaya yun, medyo nagkakaroon ng tawag dito, separate na kailangan mo may magamin na dumagamin sa, I don't know kung naka-under mayor kayo or parehas. Meron kasi iba na ang MNAW naka-under sa RHU. Mas maganda yun kasi as one family sila. So, ayun, yun yung isang nakita ko na parang we need to work na mabalin niya collaborate with the health and nutrition. So, ano pa? Yun lang yung kasi ang sa amin lang naman sa nutrition office, karoon na din nakatwak na MNC nga ako na during PNS and PNC evaluation, let's make ourselves available at least tayo kapag makita kami. May kami no, the more the merrier, napantay yung apantay bisita so makita kami nga at dahil kakatunusan tayo, mamiling tayo nga to help sa barangay. Madingali apantay yung nga kitain tayo na di malmalita, mapantayo tayo isuro tayo matapay na hindi mapadin nga maisuro or yung mga maipuro. So, yun lang ang aking sa tingin namin good practice. That's why paspasalamat ang taimpasan ni Sir Jimmy G. Corona kanya for natatapos lang yung regional evaluation namin. So, syempre, Sir Jimmy, iba pa rin yung kanyang level. Pero at least, nabigyan ang Lamot ng opportunity na ma-evaluate naman tayo sa region. So, yun.
And alright, thank you so much, Mr. Reynaldo, for the detailed nutrition programs and services of the municipality of Lamot, and for syempre, keeping an eye and for appreciating our BNS. Okay, so at this juncture, sa ating mga viewers, let us proceed and gantay mo makikap sa ating nutrition programs and services iti Municipality of Asipulo. Bago tayo iti mikropono kini Dr. Priscilla.
Yes, thank you again, ma'am. So actually, nutrition ito ay mahirap with regards to programs, activities, and projects because we already have this Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition as our basis for the implementation of the nutrition program. So, ang ginagawa na lang natin talaga is we try to put on our targets, yung kaya natin targets in a specific program. So, ano bang kaya mong i-accomplish in that year? So yun ilagay mo sa target. So ito yung kagandahan niya kasi this is also na-dimension siya. So we have yung number 1 is nutrition-specific programs, which includes yung IYCF, we focus on health, no? While for nutrition-sensitive programs, these are programs related to the support of pangmasa, no? Like Department of Agriculture, andyan ang education, and lahat ng departments or institutions who could help in the implementation of nutrition program, no? And also have these enabling mechanisms, no, in which andyan na yung planning mo, andyan yung OPT+, ano yung support ng ibang programs or stakeholders. So, nandun na lahat actually sa PIPAN. So, ang gagawin mo na lang is paano mo siya i-implement or yung targets mo and then the accomplishment. So, yun ang kagandahan sa nutrition. And, if meron kang activity na gustong idagdag doon mo na ilalagay doon sa others, in which meron naman siyang space sa specific programs. Ayun. So, with that, we always anchored or we always align our programs to our people, which is the mother plan of the nutrition, no? So in the province we have the Philippine Provincial Nutrition Action Plan, while for LGU we have Local Nutrition Action Plan, and barangays we have the Barangay Nutrition Action Plan. And so yun yung we are guided by that plans, no? So in support to that, we also have some good practices in support to PIPAN. So first is, we adapted also the search for outstanding Barangay Nutrition Committee, Barangay Nutrition Scholars. So doon makikita din natin yung efforts ng each member of the BNC in the different barangays. Ano ba yung accomplishment nila with regards to health and nutrition, but not only in health and nutrition, but lahat ng programs in the government. Kasi sa nutrition kasi masyadong pakialamera. Lahat ng program nandun sa nutrition, ano? Ayan. Then one thing more is, we also have sustained yung aming Chiobuha program, which focus on the mothers or pregnant women and preschool children. Then we have incentivized also those barangays who have lowered or who have zero malnourished children. That is in support to nutrition also, no? Then we have the annual search for biggest loser. We do this and also have annual budget to that. So, nag-focus muna kami sa mga municipal employees and officials, no? Hindi muna sa mga preschool children because at least sa barangay level, they have also their own initiatives, no? To manage obesity. Then we have the new one with the Project Archie in support also to nutrition program. Pero lahat na nandun yung health, agriculture, social welfare, because sa social welfare, we still have also the supplemental feeding for daycare children. So na-afford din pa rin dun sa project na yun. Then Project Kago, which is already launched sa, I think that was January or last year, yes. This is a collaboration to the different stakeholders in support to health and nutrition program. Ayan. Then, ang kagandahan dito sa amin kasi na Sipulus, we institutionalize yung programs namin on nutrition through a policy. So, lahat pa ng programa is supported by a policy because according to the ILG, kung wala kang policy or basihan in implementation of the program, parang hindi maniniwala yung mga clients mo. Anong basihan mo in implementation of the program? So, it's nice na meron ka ng polisiya in the implementation of the program. At least sa program is maging safe ka na if ever meron magtatanong sa'yo with regards to the implementation of the program. Ayan. Then first is of course we focus on pregnant women, preschool children, especially the malnourished children. So we actually focus on our advocacy in the first 1,000 days. Yeah, so we focus on that kasi kung actually kapag meron na tayong yan, institutionalized na yan, sa barangay level, I think wala nang magiging malnourished kung lahat ng households or parents or guardians ng mga bata alam ito, siguradong kukunti na lang yung mga malnourished natin. So we focus on the first 1,000 days. Then, ang kagandahan sa amin is we have high functional local nutrition committee or council from the municipal down to the barangay level. Yun ang kagandahan niya. And not only high functional. Kung high functional ka, dapat meron kang budget. Kasi anong gagastusin mo if ever meron kang pa-IEC or meetings, no? Yan. So, we see to it na lahat ng programs for nutrition is may budget siya, no? Kung meron na siguro, hindi lahat, pero at least meron, hindi lang yung wala talaga. So, we put a budget on it. Kahit konti lang, at least meron kang gagamitin for the implementation of the program. Ayan. And then, ito yung kagandahan niya, we have strong support of our stakeholders. Yun ang kagandahan niya. Kasi kapag sa LNC lang, sa barangay lang, mukhang kulang. Kasi you also need the support of the stakeholders. No? So we have cooperatives, we have the OST, which are very helpful to us. And of course, mga national government agencies and provincial government. No? Ayan. And then, we really have, we own the program. Yung kaganda niya, so own ownership ng program. Kasi kahit anong gagawin mo, kasi nasa iyo naman yung program, kahit anong gagawin mo, but still hindi pa rin mawawala yung plano, which is the Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition. So, yun lang naman, dagdagan mo lang yung program, but we have to see to it na naka-align pa rin, naka-anchor pa rin siya sa PIPAN. Yun. So, yun po yung aming ginagawa for Asipulo, but still I have to want to say, kwento sana lahat, but maybe sometimes we will also have some similar forum like this. So, yun po for Asipulo.
Yun, so thank you Sir Jimmy kasi siyempre may awards ang Asipulo. So, pag ikwento niya, abutin tayo ng ilang oras. Sabi niya, we'll be hearing that in another forum. So, idagdag din natin Sir Jimmy, ano ba yung mga preparations niyo para po sa celebration ng Nutrition Month celebration? Kasi balita namin sa Asipulo ang venue ng culmination ng National Nutrition Month.
Yes, actually for that activity, kami na nag-volunteer for the hosting of the Provincial Nutrition Celebration. So actually we are happy for that. So activities during that day, we have naman the PNC and the MNAUs have decided on the activities during that day. So we'll be having the advocacy parade to all municipalities. And of course, since mataas na rin ang obesity to our MNC and PNC members, including PNC, so we decided to have a contest as just a reminder up to us na Zumba. No? So at least meron tayong Zumba contest. Ayan, so actually, yan is a joint activity, that is a joint provincial and municipal nutrition celebration. So, meron na activity ang barangays, which is the BNC, yan po yung cooking, so culinary arts. Ayun, sinirat namin yung culinary arts contest sa province during the Cotad. So, yun din po yung i-contest namin sa BNC. Ayan, so everybody's invited on July 26 for our joint provincial and municipal nutrition month celebration. Yeah.
Alright, thank you so much, Sir Jimmy. And now, ito tayo mamutan na ito yung mikropono kini Dr. Priscilla Pagada for the programs and services iti province iti Ifugao.
Thank you, Madam. For the province also, we are guided by our provincial Nutrition Action Plan, which is based aligned to the PIPAN. And this plan is multi-sectoral. So, ada ka nga health, ada ka yung responsible, the mother and child, and other health activities. And ada ka social welfare, PSWD, they are responsible also to our preschool children. Ada ka agriculture for the security of food access. And ada ka legislators for the policies, ordinances. And other PNC, our partners, say for example, RDO is other partners, no, IBILD, Adada Ijay with their own, So, with this sama-sama lahat, which is the advocacy for this nutrition month, no, which is a multi-sectoral action for the nutrition. So, yun ang guide natin for the activities programs of the province. And for this nutrition month specifically, no, our activities are geared on advocacy. So, number one, IEC, no, we advocate the importance of nutrition. So, we started July 1, then now our Kapihan, and the oncoming Nutrition Summit 2024 for Ifugao, that's funded by the region, no? RNNC car, which will be on July 18 to 19. And this will be held in Ifugao. Yeah. So that will be our upcoming. And of course, our culmination for our Provincial Nutrition Month, as Sir Jimmy said, sila ang nag-volunteer because every year may host municipality. And tapos na yung lahat na 11 municipalities. So we are starting for the next round. Yes, so Asipulo volunteered to be the first host municipalities. Ayan. And so, and others, since ang main nutrition activities are for our children below 5 years old and above. But for adults, we also collaborate with the health sector on promoting healthy lifestyle. So we have the Hataw Galaw Ifugao. Yun we started this year. So we started with walks and Zumba. Then we roll out or cascade per municipality. So tapos na ang Asipulo, tapos na ang other municipalities. Now, on Friday to Aguinaldo, ganon. So we lead the Zumba or any fun walk in the municipalities also. That's promoting healthy lifestyle, which is part also of our nutrition celebration. So, yun ang mga activities natin. So, mga other activities and programs, marami yan. But, to sum it up, our guide is our Provincial Nutrition Action Plan. Yeah. So, that's multi-sectoral. Lahat ay involved, hindi lang health ang involved. Yeah. So, yun ang mga activities for the province also. Yeah. Thank you.
So, thank you, Dr. Priscilla Pagada, our Provincial Health Officer. So, yun, so yung culminating activity, bakay plan natin. Maraming basta gusto mong i-cover at mayor din sa DWPH 105.3 FM. So, with that, ay meron po tayong mga friends from the media, from Radio Kipudan. Baka may gusto kayong itanong sa ating mga panelista para man po masagot nila. Kasi nutrition, so kailangan yung natin from BMI, maganda yung BMI natin, tapos itong kasama ko, okay na okay siguro.
Saan BMI mo, sir?
Kagaya ni Sir Ray, pero bumaba na, obese na lang, hindi na 1.
Ayan, tip daw para sa mga nahihirapang magbawas ng timbang, lalong-lalo na sa adult. Number 1 tip, magmahal ka sa maling tao. Ang sir, Okay, let's proceed na ating katanungan ni Sir from Radyo Kipudan.
Yes, ma'am. Magandang maga po sa ating lahat. This is Gabi Mestor from Radio Kipudan. First of all, I would like to acknowledge and give thanks also to our Provincial Health Officer, as she is one of the most active head of office in the provincial level who comes to Radio Kipudan and well, of course, give their advocacy, And this is one reason why the health consciousness of our listeners are given a priority. But then, isa pong dito, ma'am, could we not possibly make an arrangement with the municipal health officer to give a mandate to our barangay nutrition scholars and the barangay health workers and the municipal nutrition action officer to have a regular programming dito sa ating Radio Kipudan. Anyway, to the president of the now, Asipulo is one of those municipalities that is closely monitoring our radio, kung kaya and then Kiangan. So we will not just concentrate on Lagawe, but we will invite the MNOW doon sa iba't ibang municipality para sa ganoon they could hear also their best practices, so that others from the other municipalities and or mga barangay will also have knowledge on how they will perform well. Kasi po ma'am, noong pong pagkatapos po ng pandemic, and before the pandemic, our barangay nutrition workers and then barangay health workers and barangay nutrition scholars were having a regular program doon po sa nutrition hour, health and nutrition hour. Pero pagkatapos na po nung pandemic, wala na po, biglang it died a natural death, ika nga. So, this is just a suggestion, kung pwede po, to reactivate our BNS and our BSW for radio programs. As we invite also other municipalities to volunteer and come, so may program natin yung ninyo. And meron po ako isang suggestion, ma'am, as a major health concern. This is with regard to our asinlo. Anyway, baka po doon sa asinlo na yun ay may monetary doon, or kung wala man, could the Provincial Health Office recommend legislation by the Sangguniang Palaluigan for the province of Ifugao to fund salt ionization plant for the province. Siguro if kung nagawa po ng ating kagalang-galang na governor na bigyan po ng tubig ang mga barangay, sure doon sa mga na-purchase po nilang equipment, probably this would not cost much for the provincial government. Ito pong barangay salt ionization plant.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. That's wow. But actually, the province of Ifugao had an ionization plant, that was started before care of DOH with some sponsors, and it has been ongoing producing iodized salt based sa Ifugao General Hospital. But then it was transferred to an NGO. Yeah, I think it's an NGO, and slowly nawala. Yes, so the machine is, hindi namin alam. But then, ang ng province, plan for the province is to reorganize the ASIN task force. So that's one. And then, policies will be followed with that. And then, proposal for an ionization plant if the kaya ng province. Yes. But then, ang una-una muna is we have to reorganize the task force para doon nung mag-check na kung may iodine ba ang mga salt natin in the market. And then, so that would be a standard plan, and we hope na it will come into realization. Yung ASIN task force is medyo naantala na hindi na re-organize due to overlapping schedules. But then, we would keep focus on that. But meanwhile, we are happy that our umuna tilango na ionization plant is alone. So that would be a very good start to patronize them. Yes. And then for the meantime, ang task force muna para i-check lahat yung mga iodine supplies, salt supplies natin in the province. So, yun ang plan natin. Thank you for that suggestion, and it's well noted.
Yeah, I made that suggestion, ma'am, while we thank Poblacion Islamud for really pioneering such a good project ito po sa kanila, but I fear this will not the supplies, for the, even sa Lagawian, I know, lamot alone, baka kukulangin yung production. Yes, I suppose we should do it in a province-wide level, para sa ganon yan. Anyway, yung iodization, ang alam ko noon yung iodization ng salt napakadali lang, no? It's just, alam na hininhapin na iod, or that dear salt will be iodized. Yeah, that's all, ma'am. Coming from this end. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so we have also baka may inputs din ang mga PNC members for additional info or follow-up question po. Kahit na PNC members tayo, baka may gusto kayong malaman ngayon sa mga ating mga panelists. We have Mr. Oval from the Provincial Planning Development Office.
Thank you, Sir Mars. Yung sa akin, yung regarding the report of Barangay Captain from Poblacion East. Since Poblacion is the entry point for merchants coming to the province, and before they established that found salt, there was of course the freedom of merchandising, that merchants from lowland are entering the province to sell one of their products, the salt. So, is there any action you did just to have a regulation of the entry of salts coming from outside the province na baka hindi siya na-iodized? So, ito po yung platform natin ngayon para malaman natin kung meron na. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, sir, dun po sa Poblacion East, and the municipality is now, or they have that, they organized already that asin task force. So, there are times when the council members of Poblacion East go around to test the nag-ilaklako dahil nga asin di department stores. So, nag-idaduma, sir, noopan kami at grounds, it will be an unannounced. Ngamin, pagpasok namin, sir, dala-dala nila yung tester, itago nila yung mga asin. Yes. So, since iti kasdayin, unannounced na lahat. So, we test tagito'y nilaklako na asin ijay barangay mi. We started it first, sir, doon sa barangay namin. Tapos, there was one time, they went around sa public market namin on a Saturday, market day. They tested already to find out nga zero. Maid nga talaga. So, I have been talking with our municipal mayor. I think that would be one of his programs nga to strictly implement the 2180 asin law. So, using the task force. Adada, sir, iti agilus-lusot ito'y Biskaya, dagitan to timay sa nga i-check da. So, makikwan sa ni Sir Ray meeting.
So, in addition to that, actually, when we had the iodization, the production of iodized salt, kita natin may isang request pimanti Poblacion is how can we control those individuals nga agi sirrik iti rock salt or yung hindi iodized na salt, and to include yung mga employees no apandaag out for a training panda Pangasinan, La Union, kasi ang purchase damit iti salt. So, one suggestion during our MNC meeting is to request for an ordinance. Kasi meron na kaming actually task force. Either i-reorganize or i-amend yung task force para maglagay ng magbantay sa entrance ng dito sa ating Welcome Ifugao.
And then we also napanunod ni Mitla to seek assistance from the province kasi Lamot is the gateway to Ifugao. At hindi lang naman Lamot yung binabantayan natin. So, dahil kami yung point of entry ng mga prospect na mga nagdadala ng mga hindi iodized na salt. So, siguro, we make plans how to coordinate with the province, with the MLGU, and with the barangay. And ang maganda rin kasi, ang population is siya din yung entrance and first barangay ng Lamot. So parang coincidence na nangyari yan na kailangan siguro pagplanuhan lang. Tapno ngay piman, madilang nga may advertise or ma-acknowledge iti production iti iodized salt iti population is to digit at least sure tayo nga dagiti asin nga ipakpakan tayo or we serve on our table kit at dati iodine na. So yun siguro yung isa na i-consider me. Thank you sir ka at least uri nabanggit iti evaluation kita talaga iti may isa nga kitain iti LGU Lamot specifically through the MNC nga data iti pagplanuhan tapno ngay ma-implement awan silbi na gamit nga ada iti iodized salt tayo nga production ito'y Lamot kit madimit lang po man nga maano. Kasi some other individuals prefer also rock salt. At tapi man dagiti duma ngem kasano tayo nga i-manage dagijay. At least iji Lamot tin awanin taglaklako iji market nga dagijay nakapalangga na nga ada iti takal-takal na. At least wala na yung mga yun.
Okay, so ayan, clear na tungkol sa iodized salt doon sa Lamot. So isa pang query, sir, paano kaya yung mga nahuli noon? Sabi natin, sabi ni Kapitana na zero talaga. So sita confiscated or paano? Sige, baga naman din nga anyaman din dagito yung munisipyo nga confiscated dapat ginatang may dagita nga salt.
First, during the monitoring, I think idinalpas iti production ijay poblasyon is both rinumwarda together with our trainer tama. So tines muna. So ijay idi napandangan nag-test, parang testing lang, walang nangyaring tanto yung
confiscation.
Yeah, confiscation wala. Parang apanda lang nga i-test and then it's good that nandun yung market supervisor namin, winarningan ng isuda. And then, hindi naman tayo basta-basta mag-confiscate kasi wala tayong basis. Sabi nga ni Sir kanina, we need ordinances or policies for that matter. So, nasabihan lang sila. And then, during our BNS meeting, nai-report, dagiti establishments nga bagsak iti iodine content, dagiti laklako nga salt. And then, natakwatan la, may sa or duwa lang sa nga product meat iti pasado. Kung madiman nga 100% ka at least pasado sa 35 yata. Meron lang isang product na out of those establishments nga na ay lang nga may sa. So, yun yung inano namin. So, siguro yan din yung isa na ilalagay or i-amend sa ordinance sa task force tapno ngay ma-manage kakasa no ngay piman no napantayo kit adda anya ba first offense, second offense, third offense. So to include na lang siguro yung sir. So thank you for reminding us.
Alright, thank you so much, Sir Ray. So there's still a follow-up question from one of the PNC members, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. So this is just a follow-up query about the iodized salt. So, kumusta po naman yung supply and demand? What if we will be in the promotion of salt iodization, utilization in the household? Is there enough supply for iodized salt? Kasi one thing we want to promote is we are always having meetings with BHWs, BNS, and actually we are planning with our HEPO here. Now we are conducting 4 sessions under sa playbook under immunization na ang PACS po namin ay lahat mga BHW. So that is one way of promoting that product, and we plan to give, we will see some funds to charge na bibigyan po namin yan para po gagamitin nila at ipag-promote sa community and to all household in the barangay where our BHWs are spread out province-wide. Yun po.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll assure you, ma'am, 100% kaya.
Ma'am, ang maganda kasi dito is direct na sila sa kanilang raw source na salt. So, pag may production, and then diretso na, mag-ano lang sila, mag-request lang sila, and then yung sasakyan na lang yung problema. So, yun siguro yung pwedeng may tulong ng MLGU, yung sa sasakyan.
Okay, so yun ang may assurance si Kapitana na yung supply, kahit na there's mataas ang demand, meron pa rin ang yung supply pa rin nila ay kasya kahit na buong ifugaw daw, sabi ni Kapitana. So yun, so meron pang iba dyan na pwedeng yung katanungan ninyo kasi ngayon lang nandito si Kapitana. Pagka mga bukas doon na kayo sa Poblacion East lang at magtanong.
Okay, my next inquiry is not anymore about for Doktora, but for Kapitana, but for anybody, especially siguro Doktora, if you can give us any information why, because I suppose that salt is a sea product, and lahat yung mga goods or products from the sea are having iodine content. But why is it that the salt, some salt being tested have 0% of iodine? So I suppose these salts nanggaling naman sila sa sea, sa products na sea. So bakit kaya mayroong mga instances na gano'n na 0 sila sa iodine? Alam naman natin na main source ng iodine talaga is from sea products. Gaya ng mga fish, ang taas ng iron content nila, mga shellfish, mga gano'n. Pero bakit sa asin na ito may mga 0?
So, yun. Kasi baka sabi ni Sir Obal, iodized salt or sea salt. So, anong tugon ni Dr. Raja?
Yes, Sir Obal. That's a scientific question. Personally, salt is a mineral. Yung mga living sea products, just like our seaweeds, at least lime. Pero itong salt is a mineral. And yung content ng salt, di ba may expiry? Sabi ni Kapitana, masakon nga usarin na ito expired yun. So, even our salt na na-iodized, may expiry date din. Yes. So, na-expire din yung content na salt. Yun. So, I think that's maybe one explanation. Apay nga makapumit ijay sikit 0p iodine content na.
Okay. So, in that kind of explanation, I come to think that salt, when newly collected from the sea, siguro may content pa yun. Kaya pala yung sinasuggest nila ngayon na dapat ng mga containers natin sa mga salt ay sealed or dark like that to avoid the evaporation of the iodine content. So therefore, if the salt is newly collected, may content pa siya. Pero if it is open and exposed to the sunlight like that or any other circumstances na nakaka-expose talaga ng talagang makakasiguro siya kasi lilipad yung iodine content. Siguro, maybe that's one of the scientific explanation talaga kung bakit na some salts have 0 content of iodine. Thank you, Dra. Okay, thank you.
So, thank you, Obal. Yun ang isang kaigihan naman ng members tayo na may knowledge sa iodized salt. So, additional, Sir Ray?
Okay, so in addition, there's a proper proper handling of salt. So first, kasi nga iodine kit ag-evaporate ita, the longer it stays, space, it ag-evaporate. So management ng salt first ilagay sa hindi transparent na container. So yun nga yung lalagyan ni Kapitana. So yun yung isa na i-improve natin. Pansinin niyo dagiti tatlo mga white nga pwede kulay na pero hindi siya transparent. Kasi yun yung isa. Yun yung isang management. Second, nagluto ka, ikailaot mo di asin, no tandanin maluto. Kasi wait, kabil mo, agbobol pa lang di awanin di iodine na, di tam-tam na lang tinabati. So, yun yung ina-advise namin, karmaro na kaya dati goiter na cases na di barangay na we educate our BNS, our BNCs, nga tas day tati ugali kami ugali tayo nagluto tayo kay tamo nga ikabil mga dagos diyan kit mas malasa. Pero when it comes to the iodine content, nawala na. So sayang din lang siya. So yun yung mga kaya nga sabi natin proper education ay napaka-importante. Kasi uray naglako-lako tayo uray 100% tayo nga iodized salt no di proper management namin ng or handling kit hindi siya hindi siya tawag nito, hindi nga nasurot, kit maawan mit lang the essence na we are promoting the iodine content of that salt.
Alright, thank you, sir. It is very informative yung answer mo about yan dito. Nga, dapat, sir. Alright, tama niya oras niya kami sa dadapay iti follow-up question. Ipasa ko dito yung mikropono, kinima.
Thank you. Sir Raven, I'm Brenda Saki, representing Board Member Joseph Giguyon, member of the PNC. Sir Ray mentioned the word goiter. Are we monitoring how many cases we have of goiter at the barangay level? Because one of the, actually when I was still younger, one of the divided sa Cordillera, because we're not used to using iodized salt, many of us are prone to be to have goiter. So is that that's one, and I think that's one of the selling points for promoting iodized salt, because iodized salt is a deterrent to having goiter. So yun yung isang question about that. Kasi diba somebody having goiter, mas lalo if it's external, doesn't look good na meron kang enlarge yung neck mo. So, is that one of the things that we monitor? And the second one is in our IPCs or in our advocacies for iodized salt, we can always say that lack of or not using iodized salt can be a cause for having goiter. So that's my question.
The sad reality in Lamot is I think 2 of our MNC members kit na operaan because of goiter. So yun, sorry pero we don't have the exact specific number of goiter cases ng Lamot, but let us ask. We have, tanungin natin ang ating BNS from Pugol kasi they have also cases of goiter.
So, iti barangay mi at iti case iti goiter, do nagijida do mga ngay ibagbagami nga pa-check up da kuma kasi makikita mo literally makita ka talaga nga tumakil pero dayda duma wan nagpa-check up da ka nung dayda duma gamit kat haanda. So ikas tami lang kat diay we are promoting the use of the iodized salt. So yes sir.
Okay, so yan Jay Lamot, dati cases na. So dito kaya sa ating province or provincial situationer. So, alamin natin kay Doktora pagada kung ano kaya ang ginagawa nila, mayroon bang monitoring, kung ilan yun, o at mga interventions to be done.
Thank you, Sir Mars. Yes, we have cases of goiter, which is an enlargement of our thyroid gland. But if we observe now, hindi na yung top most, top 10, top 20 causes of consultation. Before, we have several cases with enlarged necks, but now you meet them, wala na. So, we have few cases now, meaning to say, the iodization or the use of iodized salt is being absorbed by all our people also. Though doon sa sa mga far-flung barangays natin, yun ang at most may cases na enlarged thyroid glands is goiter. So, yun po, sir.
So, yun. It's good to note na hindi na masyado ngayon kasi nung elementary kami talaga daming may mga goiters, tapos pag nakita mo goiter ba yan, sabi, ayaw naman nilang aminin. Sabi nila, hindi pa kami nagpa-check up. So, sana with the interventions of government agencies, including the private sector, ay yung kaso ng goiter ay mawawala na po dito sa ating probinsya. So with that, I hope na tackle na natin lahat ng ating discussion ngayon kasamang Janine.
Kasamang Mars or any pwede pa pong discuss yung others? Okay?
Thank you. Before we take this for the day, I have to share the key messages.
Yes.
For this 50th month campaign. Ito ay ipropromote natin ngayon Nutrition Month because number one, we have only three. Number one, every life is important, so everyone needs to be well nourished to live a healthy and productive life. And the Philippine Plan of Action on Nutrition guides actions to ensure nutrition security for all. So, yun ang importance na Philippine Plan of Action. And sa atin dito is our provincial Plan of Action, Municipal Plan of Action, and our Barangay Plan of Action on Nutrition. And the second is, through PPAN, we can reduce stunting and obesity. Together, let us ensure nutrition security for all. And number three, we beat the triple burden of malnutrition. Ano itong triple burden of malnutrition? Number one is malnutrition, overnutrition, and micronutrient deficiency. Example itong goiter na kinukwento natin, that's an example of micronutrient deficiency. So, an example here is iodine deficiency, iron deficiency leading to anemia, and vitamin A deficiency leading to blindness. So, yun. And how to beat the triple burden is we can overcome it by the triple strategy of PPAN, which is number one, very simple, healthier diet. So, adakin na tayo na ag-control, tianya i-diet tayo, no jay may nga gobod ibugaw nga karne, kit ko na nakat, may salang nga max box stick, ti masapol ti bagi. Adakin na tayo ma-control ijay. And number two is improve nutrition practices. So, katayo nga mahilig iti instant, dagigay kumati, masapol nga balbaliwan tayo nga practices for healthier diets, no? So, instant noodles, instant coffee, instant frozen foods, yun, mga ganon. So, we shift already to vegetables and all. And number three strategy is access to nutrition and related services. So, ada iti servisyo ti nutrition iti barangay, ada iti munisipyo, ken ada iti probinsya. So, if all together we share this messages to everyone. Ad-improve siguro yung nutritional status tayo ito ihugaw.
So, yun yung key messages ng Nutrition Month celebration. So, iwasan natin ang instant. Mamaya maging, pero kung instant millionaire, ay huwag natin iwasan yan.
Doon tayo.
Doon tayo sana. Pero pag instant husband,